So, 2023, a brand new year for us all. And I guess for some people too, it's kind of a year of change and a year of taking on new commitments and new challenges. We all do. It's like the New Year's resolution, but I guess the idea is to kind of keep it going past the first couple of days of New Year. And one of the places where there's change happening is one of my favourite places in the city to visit, to see shows and just to pop in and visit. Of course, I'm on about Nagle Place, South Presentation Centre there, just off Douglas Street, and they have a new CEO, and it's John Smith, and I'm delighted that he's joining me this morning on the Arts House. John, you're very welcome, sir. How are you doing?
I'm very good. Thanks very much, Pearse. Yeah, delighted to be here with you this morning.
So, 2023, a new year, new challenges and a new start for you. How are you feeling about it all?
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Yeah, I literally just started in the role as CEO of Nagle Place on Tuesday of this week. And yeah, like I've come from working for Trócaire for a good many years. I worked for Trócaire based in Maynooth. I'm a Cork person. I live in Cork, but I was based in Maynooth from a work perspective for the guts of 18 years and loved that job. But I suppose like it was time for a change, and I always wanted to be kind of, I suppose, from a work perspective based back in Cork. And the minute I saw this job, it just, it caught my attention. And the more I looked into it, the more I got excited about it. And I'm absolutely delighted joining the team there.
Prior to joining it, had you much knowledge about Nagle and all the work that goes on there?
To be very honest with you, I didn't have a huge amount. I of course knew about Nagle and her legacy, but I didn't know a huge amount about it. And it was as I started to kind of research for the job, and the more I learned and the more I found out about it, the more excited I got and the more inspired I was by the story of Nagle and this woman in the 18th century and the legacy she's left. And sure, I've been in and out of there a good few times now over the last few months, and it just is a special place, as you said yourself, Pearse. It has something about it. It has an atmosphere. It has a tranquility, and then the work that's going on there is really, really important work and really inspiring as well.
Yeah, I love when you walk in the doors of the place and just the reception area is just full of knowledge, full of everything, and it's just so welcoming. Even the staff, the minute you come in, you feel welcome and you're part of the community, I think.
Yeah, thanks very much for that, Pearse. No, I have the exact same experience. It is a bit special. You come in and, as you said, you're first met with the welcome of the staff and the team. But, just like I like to think about it, like the whole experience and the whole story that you have when you walk throughout the centre is that bit special. As you said, you come into the gift shop first and you have immediately you're hit with a kind of resonance, I think. And then you go up the steps and you go up to the garden. And the history of the place, it's beautiful, isn't it?
And it's amazing because you're in a city, but when you're sitting out in that garden, you could be out in the country.
You could be anywhere. I can't remember who said it to me when I was in and out of there a few times. One person said it's like a little bit of Italy or something. It is a bit special, and here it is right in the centre of our city. And I suppose it's like, for me, it's what it represents, the story of Nagle, her legacy, the Presentation Sisters, but in the 21st century, it's brought right up to date, I think, in the centre there now. And all of what happens there in the museum, all of the art, the music, and then the such important work that happens through the Lantern Project and through, the CMC, the Migrant Project there, the Cork Migrant Centre, I think is really, is cutting edge when it comes to social justice work in Cork today.
Yeah, and I love how inclusive it always has been as well.
Yeah, and I mean that is what Nagle stood for. She stood for empowerment through learning, but inclusion. That warm welcome, inclusion, simple but really powerful ideas that have stood the test of time. And I think that's, for me, why it's such a unique place. That, as I said, you had this woman back in the 18th century who was committed to education and to helping people who needed to be helped and supported in her city. And right now up to today, we have that kind of modern, I suppose, interpretation of that, and that same, as I said, social justice work happening right here in our city. So it's fantastic. I'm delighted to be part of it now. I'm part of the team.
Yeah, now you've started. I guess the first week is the week of getting, used to it and getting comfortable. Now, tomorrow, Monday, is the beginning of a full week, and probably your first full week. What have we got to look forward to in the months ahead, John?
Yeah, no, like it's there's lots to look forward to. I mean, one of the things when you come in and you go to the museum, we have obviously the permanent exhibition of Nagle, and that is an interactive exhibition. And if anyone hasn't had the opportunity to come in and to see it, I would encourage people. And when you come into the centre, you go through the gift shop, you come up the steps, and then it's in there to the left, you have the Cork bookshop, which is a real gem as well. And I'd encourage people to go in there to the permanent exhibition. Every year as well, we have, another exhibition behind the permanent exhibition. And right now that's an exhibition entitled Lifetimes of Learning. And it's about the presentation schools in Cork. And it is a beautiful exhibition. So what we'll be doing is that will run right up until April. And then we will be working on a new exhibition, which will be more about bringing that message of the Presentation Sisters and of Ireland and kind of the Presentation Sisters throughout the country. So we're really excited about that, and that then will be live from June. And then the teams there are planning lots more by way of partnerships with festivals, marketplaces out the front there. So there's really, really lots to look forward to. And I suppose the best place I would encourage people to find us as well and to look for what we're going to be doing, Pearse, is online, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on our website. And the other thing, actually, in case before I forget to mention, is when I decided to join the team and when I was doing my research, one of the things that I came across on our website is a series of podcasts. There's about 10 podcasts. They are absolutely brilliant. They tell the story. Greg Canty interviews many people who've been involved in the story of Nagle Place. So when I was driving up and down to Maynooth, I was listening to these podcasts, and they're real gems. They're fabulous. So I'd also encourage people to take the opportunity to have a look there. But yeah, check us out online, and you get a sense of all of the things we'll be planning in the year ahead.
And finally, John, you must be very excited, are you? New role, new start, all that?
Yeah, new role, new start, new year. No, I'm really excited. And to be honest with you, I knew obviously I was going to be taking on the role from about last September, and I had to kind of just work out my time with Trocro, which was really important to me. But I just wanted to get started. And the minute I came in on Tuesday, it was a wet enough day, so it was a dreary day, but I was delighted to get going. And then Wednesday was beautiful, and walking around the grounds, walking around the centre in Nagle Place on Wednesday, I was just so thrilled to be there and really excited now and looking forward with such optimism, for the months ahead and to really get stuck in with the team.
Safe to say, John, you're home.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, and that's such a fantastic part of it as well, to be here, working fully back in Cork and in this oasis right in the city centre, 2 miles from my house, which is fantastic.
You can't beat that. John, the very best of luck and congratulations to you on it.
Super. Thanks so much, Pearse. Really appreciate it.